Amateur gardeners have questions popping up about their plots for wintertime, and we have the answers. Well, really, because look who's here next to me, garden expert Derek Thomas with Thomas Landscapes, answering this week's garden guy.
Yeah, garden guy.
We do that.
Yeah.
Weather guys, garden guy.
We do it once a month. We try to do it once a month, and the viewers need to send in the questions, so keep them coming.
As opposed to seeing you on the street and giving you the question.
Which happens.
Right, all right.
So.
Well, let's start. It's because you're so wonderful. Robin from Silver Spring asks you, Derek, I have guests coming to visit next week. This summer, we welcomed a new baby to the family. We had no time for the garden. Are there plants I can add now that will help spruce up the grounds for their visit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All of these plants that we have on the table today are at their best right now in the garden. Things like the boxwood are beautiful throughout the summer and winter months. This firepower Nandina, it's a type of Nandina that has just changed its foliage. Now, the foliage stays like that all winter long. It does not shed its foliage. So you're going to have that wonderful green and red color play in the garden all winter long. In the foreground there, that's a caramel heuchera. It's a coral bell, if you want the common name. That plant is also going to keep that beautiful foliage all winter long. And then you have things like gardenias. This is a hardy gardenia, which will add some evergreen luster to the garden. So absolutely, Robin, there are things that you can add to the garden now and make it look as though you'd fussed all summer.
All summer long. All right, Dale from Tyson's Corner asks, Derek, what hardy winter flowers will bloom outdoors in the winter? My fall and winter garden can use a boost. That's from Dale.
Now, things like pansies are always in use in the garden in late fall through the winter. The thing that people don't realize about pansies, these little flowers, as delicate as they look, they will go through even heavy snows.
Really?
And they will bloom from now. And in fact, if you plant them now in your garden, they will bloom more profusely come spring. Once May comes around and the actual heat hits them, they tend to go away and they're done. Once again, you've got ornamental cabbages, things like this chrysanthemum. This is a true chrysanthemum, and we've gotten away from this. We have a lot of grower mums that you see nowadays. This is a true chrysanthemum. This is just getting going, and this will bloom for the next month in your garden. And one of the ones that I really wanted to tell the viewers about, this is a hellebore. Now, if you notice, it is just starting to produce new leaves. And, surprise, surprise, come February, what this plant's going to give you is beautiful flowers when everything else is asleep in your garden.
Yeah.
So this plant is a plant that actually grows the reverse of most of the plants in the garden. And this is one you can put in now and enjoy some flowers in February.
And the next time somebody calls me a pansy, I'm going to say, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. The last one's Pat from Northwest. And Pat asks, with the lack of light in winter, what plants can I grow indoors and keep them happy and alive? Do you have any tips for keeping my existing indoor plants healthy during the long, dark winter?
The most important thing is know the plant and know the lights that you have inside your house. Any plants that you had outdoors, any of your house plants that you had outdoors that you do decide to bring in, they are going to go through an acclimation process, and what's going to happen is they're going to start to lose some leaves. So if you see leaf loss down below, don't panic. Leave the plant where it is. The other thing is knowing the plant. All three of these plants have completely different light requirements. This Chinese evergreen will do wonderful in the shade in the house. The bromeliad will do very, very well in medium to medium-high light. And then this little succulent, if you give this little succulent full sun, it will continue to produce wonderful little babies like that. So know the plant.
Aww.
And the other thing is always have a good soil. And I love to use just a water-soluble fertilizer once a month.
Thank you, Derek. And let me tell you that Dale and Pat and Robin say thank you, too. I'm speaking for them right now for the viewers. If you want to send Derek your questions, go through the website.
You go to the Fox website.
Okay.
We've got the link there.
All right.
Send us the garden grow questions, and we'll keep it coming once a month.
All right, myfoxdc.com. We'll be back with the answer to the trivia question about great Humphrey Bogart when we come back.